Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. This is for educational purpose only. This is all alleged and strictly my opinion. May the 4 victims rest in peace, condolence to the families, and may the correct justice be served. I really want to know what was the relationship between the 5 roommates. We know that MADDIE and CLEERE grew up together. They were best friends, more like family friends. I don't know which roommate moved first and last into this house. So I'm sure the ones who have been living there the longest know each other well. But really, I'm focused for a while about the relationship between MADDIE and Dylan and Xana and Dylan. I found some stuff online that I've showed before, and I've gathered them all together to try and make sense of it. I wonder if there was any bullying going on in this house. Remember the story, the alleged story we heard about HANNE CLEERE, who unalived herself, may she rest in peace, in 2022, March, I believe, 5 months before the Idaho quadruples. There was a lot of rumors going on in the beginning that the quadruples was a revenge for HANNE CLEERE because it was her birthday the next day on the 14th of November. But in this case, there's so many rumors, speculations, that we just have to, or I decided to at least talk a bit of everything going on in this case. As a licensed mental health counselor, I believe that relationships, behavior patterns are very important. So if these 5 girls were living together for many years, I'm sure they had a lot of good memories and bad memories. But I wonder if there was more sinister things going on in the house. Let's start with this picture. I believe it was Halloween. That's Dylan with the blue hair. And you have MADDIE sitting on DM's lap. Looks like she's pouring a drink in her mouth, an alcohol beverage, most likely. We know that college students have fun. And they do pranks and everything, obviously. But the question is, how far could it have gone? Was there any animosity? Was there any jealousy that could have easily led to revenge? Let's not forget, the surviving roommates, DM and BF, according to Chief Fry, were not witnesses. He corrected the ABC reporter by saying, I didn't say that the surviving roommates are witnesses. I said they were there. So they were there when the unalivings happened, but they were not witnesses. Make this make sense, Chief Fry. You have Xana with the peach or pink jacket sitting next to DM. She's reading her phone device. But this picture doesn't look right. DM doesn't look like she's smiling. For me, she looks like she's been put in a horrible situation that she doesn't want to. This is just my opinion, guys. This is all alleged. I'm just showing you all the pictures. Trigger warning. I found this picture to be not only very strange, the text that MADDIE wrote is much more baffling. Use this if you are G-A-Y, Jaden. Is she referring to possibly DM? Because it's only Maddie, DM, and Xana you see in the picture, and you can clearly see it's Maddie Morgan's page. This picture doesn't look right at all. I really wonder, and I made a clip about this, I believe, a couple of months ago. I really wonder what the relationship was between Maddie Morgan and DM, allegedly. You can see that this is from the same party. Maddie posted this. Look at DM. She doesn't look right to me. Besides being maybe intoxicated, I wonder if she's being bullied in the house. Pictures tell a lot. Actions speak louder than words. Although you can't see her eyes, you can see that she's really sad. She's in a low mood. For all you know, they must have timed her out, like you time out children and put them in a room so that they can go and think about what they've done. Was DM being bullied? And Maddie left the same text standing with this other picture. Use this if you're gay. What does she mean by that? Was she trying to expose DM for something? And even if DM is straight, hetero, whatever, gay, nobody deserves to be treated like that. Just in case something is going on there, like bullying. Pay attention to all the pictures with Maddie and DM in it. You notice there's some kind of distance. They are close, but yet again, there's no I don't know how to word this. You don't see the closeness, but you see it more with Maddie and Xana, Maddie and Bethany, Maddie and Kaylee. I wonder what the relationship was like with these two girls. If DM was getting bullied in the house, I can easily see how dislike, anger, resentment could come into the picture quickly. Jealousy, anger, anything, allegedly. Look at this picture with Maddie and Xana. You can see the closeness. It looks like Maddie really wants to be in the picture. But with DM, I always get a weird vibe when they take a picture together. This is just in my opinion. You never see Maddie holding DM the way she holds Bethany, Funk, and Kaylee and Xana. Even this picture with DM and Kaylee, they look like they're more closer. I'm starting to wonder if Maddie was one of the main targets. If it was true about HANNE CLEERE being bullied by Maddie, could this have been a mean girl pattern? Allegedly? Could it be possible that DM just had enough of it? Allegedly. There's something that's not right between Maddie and DM. I wonder if DM was the last person to move in. I thought it was Kaylee. What was the relationship between these two? Even the way Maddie responds to DM's messages on social media, isn't that close to how Maddie responds to Bethany Funk's messages? Dylan Mortensen said, "So pretty." It was a picture of Maddie. And Maddie Morgan said, "Dylan Morton," she gave her the kiss, kiss, kiss sign. Emoji. And then you see Bethany Funk says, "Love you," with hearts, with 2 hearts to Maddie Morgan. Maddie Morgan replies, "Bethany Funk, love you, love you." Maddie Morgan put up the picture of the 5 roommates together, and Bethany Funk replied, "Love you." Maddie Morgan replied, "Bethany Funk, love you the mostest." Now pay attention. Dylan Mortensen replied to that picture of them 5 together. She said, "Love you," to Maddie Morgan. And you can see Maddie Morgan replies to DM with cheers, a smile, and a heart. But with Bethany Funk, it's always "love you the mostest." Mostest. Guess it's a college language, slang for most. But isn't that a bit strange? All the relationship you see between Bethany Funk and Maddie Morgan seems to be genuine, close, that they had a tight relationship, a happy, good relationship, I guess. But with DM, it's a bit fake, to be honest. Between Maddie Morgan, I wonder why. Bethany Funk commented on a picture by Maddie, "You guys are the cutest of all time." That is Maddie and Jake, her boyfriend. Maddie Morgan wrote, "Bethany Funk, missing you." What I'm trying to show you all is that there was a very close connection between Bethany Funk, the surviving roommate, and Maddie Morgan. But it looked more fake, or it did not look that genuine between Maddie Morgan and DM. I think this was taken in Kaylee's room. I wonder if DM is in pain. I hope she wasn't being bullied. This picture is very concerning to me. I know pictures don't tell everything. There has to be a story behind it, and I do understand it was Halloween. But this is a couple of pictures that DM doesn't look right. She looks like she's been given a timeout. Well, she must have given herself a timeout if they were bullying her, allegedly. I wonder if Maddie was mocking the new roommates. Even when you see the 5 girls in pictures together, DM and Maddie are always quite far apart, or even if they're close, you don't see the affection between them. I wonder why. I wonder why DM's story changed from the PC that said in the beginning that she's sleeping at the first floor or ground floor. both her and BF. But then later on it was said that DM was a witness. She saw a guy with bushy eyebrows, 5'11". She saw him leaving to the sliding door. I wonder if DM and BF actually knew BK. Just a question. Xana Knodel charged Dylan Mortensen for power in October. Maddie Morgan charged Dylan Mortensen for utilities. And DM paid Xana Knodel. Was this regular bills? Was this extortion? Just asking. Because I always believe you have to focus first with the relationships of the roommates towards each other. What was going on inside the house itself? Was there rugs? Were people dealing in the house? Allegedly? Was there jealousy and other things going on? Just asking. Rest in peace, Hannah, CLEERE, and Maddie Morgan. Hannah CLEERE unalived herself back in March 2022. She overdosed on over-counter sleeping tablets. That's what we've been told. And she wasn't found unalived until 3 days later. She was allegedly sharing a dorm with either Maddie or Kaylee, but it looks like most likely it was Maddie. There was a lot of rumors going on from the university itself that Hannah was a victim of bullying and that Maddie was involved. There was rumors of Maddie being a mean girl and Kaylee, but allegedly. We're not sure about that. But my question is, if this happened and if Hannah CLEERE, may she rest in peace, both of them, if she was bullied, could the bullying have carried on to DM being the victim? And could DM have decided, that's it, I'm not having it? We don't know the proper timeline of DM and BF that horrific night. We don't know exactly what time they came home. The police don't even know Xana and E's timeline. And after seeing everything in Banfield and Grub Truck, I have no reason to believe them. I believe some things are true, but most of them are the students in the university covering it up and the police not doing a proper job, a proper investigation. That's what I believe so far, until the trial starts and we see the evidence. I wonder if bullying could be one of the factors. Rugs could be another. Crime organizations, allegedly, the frats being involved after seeing the four figures, the Banfield boys, what was going on in the grub truck, and especially after this. This is very... It clearly sounded like Hoodie Guy said, "They're going to get you girls for that, Maddie." And that's the time Kaylee says, "Maddie, what did you tell Adam?" And Maddie said, "I told Adam everything." So did Jack Showalter, aka Hoodie Guy, know that they were going to get the girls that night? Could this have been partly because imagine if Ruggs were involved and the Frats boys and other people were involved, that would make separate groups, which would be understandable for the four figures running, the Banfield boys. Then you have already DM and BF who are alleged witnesses inside the house. If BF has exported evidence because maybe she knew the beef, the ongoing beef going on between, the tensions going on between Maddie and maybe, just maybe, Maddie and DM. It was said that Quinn Kelly was there that night. Dylan's boyfriend, Quinn Kelly, was allegedly at Idaho Moscow in 1122 Kings Road that night. That was what was said in the beginning, but he gave JLR Investigates an interview and he said he's never been to Idaho Moscow, although many people have said they've seen him there. This picture with Dylan on the left, the one on the right is the Sigma Chi frat house. That's a K-bar knife. Trigger warning. As for the one in the left, it is a factual picture that was on DM's social media. I heard True Crime 1111 was debunking it and saying it was Photoshop. It wasn't. People need to do their research and go through people's TikToks and check what's on actually. Pay attention to DM's hand and you can see the knife in her hand. So how can that be photoshopped when it's in DM, his own social media? But then again, some creators wouldn't have known what was going on social media in the beginning if they tuned into the case from day one. They would have understood what is real. So it's important before we debunk anything to check properly. This was on DM, his social media, and she deleted it. The one on the right, you'll have seen it before, is the Sigma Chi boys. So you can see a K-bar there. And we have Jack Showalter, who's a handyman hunter in K-bar knives. Anyone could have got hold of a knife. That's not a problem. But the fact that they're taking pictures on the social media with it says a lot. So this is not Photoshop. I really wonder what was going on between their roommates inside the house. What was the relationship like? Because all I'm trying to do is find out not only the motive. Why did this happen? The motive is important. I'm trying to figure out the timelines. Where were you, DM? Where was Quinn Kelly? Where was BF? What exculpatory evidence does BF have? Wonder if this was DM. The eyes, DM has eyes like that, but the lips, like the goofy smile, says a lot. The person in the black mask was seen in front of the house at 3:01, allegedly. 1122 Kings Road. It could have been anyone.
This is one of the surviving roommates, Dylan and her boyfriend. This picture was deleted off her VS CEO. Here's a closer look. Also seems to be red stains and bruises.
That looks more like DM to me.
One of the surviving roommates, Dylan, and her boyfriend. This picture was deleted off her VSCO. Here's a closer look. Also seems to be red stains and bruises.
This is all alleged for education purpose only. I'm not saying that there was any beef or any issues going on between any of the roommates. Let me make that clear. I'm just speculating because pictures tell a lot. Even if they're doing it for fun for Halloween, as a mental health counselor, I'm wondering, why does Dylan Mortensen look so uncomfortable? And what does Maddie Morgan mean by this phrase that she said, this comment that she put up? DM doesn't look well or look right to me. And you can imagine if somebody was bullying you to the max. I'm not saying that is what happened, but if it happened, I'm not saying that gives DM a reason to unalive 4 people. Just wondering if something really happened to her roommates and if she knew about it, would she have stopped it? Would she have let them know? Or maybe she wasn't even there that night. But the black truck driving in front of Banfield at 3:01 was really suspicious. And we've seen DM with a picture of that same truck. Quinn was said to be seen there that night. I can't wait for the trial to start. I hope justice is served for all the victims in this case and everywhere. I remember hearing from the mainstream news channels in the beginning, they all were speculating that it was Maddie Morgan that was the main target. But yet again, we've heard Kaylee was the main target, and I would believe that Kaylee was one of the main targets because of the stalker incident. I really believe the man from the vape shop, the manager who said that Kaylee and Maddie told them that Kaylee had a stalker, and Kaylee got the worst injuries, I believe. We wouldn't actually know properly. We can't just listen to a Congalvis family. We would know when the trial starts and the autopsy results and everything come out. But if DM allegedly, I'm not accusing her, if she was involved or had any part of this, it would make more sense how the suspects had an easy access to this house. I always believe it's an inside job, that someone in the inside let them in. And the reason I believe that is because it took 8 hours for them to call 911. And before the called 911, they actually had the audacity to call Hunter Johnson and waste time. I know that people can experience different kind of symptoms when they're in shock, when they see something horrific. You either freeze, flight, you get into a flight mode, freeze, fight, run, but not calling the cops for 8 hours is very suspicious for me, in my opinion. You can see the time. It's the 13th of November 2022, the day the horrific, tragic quadruples happened. This was at the Banfield stop. Pay attention to that black truck. It passes by Banfield, and you can see the headlights flashing